Rant number 65, Brett Favre. I mean, he has a lot of statistics as a NFL quarterback. I mean, he's the only quarterback in that league to win 3 consecutive years of NFL MVPs. He's the first and second team All-Pro selection 3 times. He's a 10-time Pro Bowler, a Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl 31, 5-time NFC Player of the Year. Excuse me. Most career victories as a starting quarterback, 170. 270 with most consecutive starts along with NFL quarterbacks. 292 overall if you count the playoffs. And he won an ESPY Awards for his Monday Night Football performance in the 2003 game in Oakland versus the Raiders when he just lit him up like a Christmas tree. This was a day after his father passed away from a heart attack or a stroke. I mean, Brett Favre is the man. I mean, look at the numbers. I'll post a link of the articles on the description box later on. I mean, he played with 4 different teams: the Atlanta Falcons in 1991, Green Bay Packers 15 years from 1992 to 2007, New York Jets last year, and yes, Minnesota Vikings 2009. And I know the fans of Green Bay Packers are still angry. Some Green Bay Packer fans are still angry of him going to their arch rival. He's a great quarterback. I'm not gonna take anything away from him, but that's not gonna stop me from doing a rant. It's not gonna stop me from voicing my opinions on a guy. 3 reasons why I can't stand of hearing his name. Number 1, it's ESPN. You might as well have a Brett Favre network instead of calling it ESPN, worldwide leader in sports. Yeah, right. I mean, they are notorious of just overkilling stories like Brett Favre and all other athletes and other stories. It's just, wow. Stop, ESPN. Stop while you're ahead. I mean, I know you love Brett Favre and everything, but he's not the only quarterback in the National Football League that he's playing. There are far others as well. You do the same thing with Peyton Manning. Tom Brady, that's half and half. Number 2, with the retiring and everything, Michael Jordan did the same thing, but there's a difference. The first time Michael Jordan retired was unexpected. Just flat out of nowhere, he retired. Brett Favre, you expect that he was going to retire and stay retired instead of playing for the New York Jets, then retire, then unretire to go play with the Minnesota Vikings. The second time with Michael Jordan, you thought that would be it. That'd be the second time retiring. That'd be it. Then he came back, then played with the Washington Wizards. I don't know why he did that in the first place, but both guys have one thing in common. They love the sport that they play. I can't fault them for feeling that way, but all this retire, unretire, hoopla, that will wear out any sports fan. That will wear out any football or basketball or baseball fan, whatever sport that you love. You know, that will wear anybody out. So, and let's not forget the fact that he doesn't like training camp. He doesn't like mini camps and stuff like that. Is it just me, or he reminds me of Allen Iverson? We're talking about practice. Yeah, that Allen Iverson. I mean, with the Minnesota Vikings, I didn't like that, man. I mean, he's like, oh, I don't want to play football. I do want to play football and everything. He just didn't want to come to training camp and mini camps and stuff. Last I checked, they're practice too. I mean, he's just as bad, not if worse, than Allen Iverson. Stupid. Now, number 3. This will be the last one. The fan club of Brett Favre. Oh my God. They act like he's the second coming of John Unitas and Joe Montana and John Elway. And they go as far as saying he is the greatest quarterback of all time. He's better than Peyton Manning. That's up for the debate. That's up for the debate. If Brett Favre is the greatest quarterback of all time, better than any quarterback as you say, he wouldn't have bad games. Yes, great athletes are allowed to have bad games. It just happens. But when he was with the Green Bay Packers in that playoff game against St. Louis Rams, mind you, he doesn't do well in indoor stadium games. The statistics has proven. He thrown 6 interceptions in that game, and they end up losing to the St. Louis Rams. And I found an article as well. I'll definitely post the link up there so y'all can check it out. You see, he's not... I don't know why you claim him he's the greatest quarterback to ever live. You know, it's ridiculous. In that stupid chop block in that preseason game when he was with the Vikings against the Texans, that was dirty and that was cheap, okay? This is what really drives me nuts. Number 4. People out there, I mean, they will protect this dude. They won't criticize him. That's the problem with Brett Favre. That's the problem with the sports world, especially in football. They don't criticize him enough. They just sit there and like protect him. Why? Why do you protect Brett Favre all the time? Oh, that wasn't dirty. He wasn't cheap. That's playing football. Yeah, he could have ruined that other guy's career by tearing his ligaments in his knee. I mean, damn, what is wrong with you people? It's just ridiculous. Yeah, he was hit with a $10,000 fine by the NFL like a couple weeks ago. Serves him right. You can't do that crap. I mean, he doesn't have a rap sheet. He doesn't have a bad reputation or anything like that. But, well, in terms of football on the playing field. But you can't have that. That's some dude's career you about to destroy just for trying to chop block or whatever. And to make it worse, no. I'm done. My final thoughts. Brett Favre is a great quarterback, but the overkill of the story drives me up the walls, okay? It drives me insane. And I wish ESPN would stop overcovering Brett Favre. It's just ridiculous. And Brett Favre fan club, he ain't the greatest quarterback of all time, okay? And with that, I'm out.